The next one, too, would be the Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Correct.
From fall 2020. What do you think about this one? Because we don't know tons about it yet. And you hadn't found more than me really on it, had you?
No, I don't. I don't know really much about it at all. I will say, Bucky is probably one of my favorite characters in the entire MCU. I love Bucky. I love the Winter Soldier. So for that alone, I'm going to watch it. And then the Falcon, I like Anthony Mackie. I like Sam. I like how he plays him. I think they'll be great characters. And there was some really good on-screen chemistry that we got just briefly
Between
in Civil
them.
War. Yeah. That we just got a little bit of a taste of. So I think actually seeing them have like a full show together will be really fun. Because I think they're fun actors. I think it'll be a fun show with really, really good action. Because, Winter Soldier has some of the best hand-to-hand combat that you see in the MCU. Just the way that he moves, just his choreography. And then Sam Wilson, he's just a funny, cool character as well. I think I like Bucky more. The Winter Soldier's definitely one of my favorite characters. But it'll be cool to see what they do and to see how they have the new Cap and what they do with that. And if he's going to be involved with, I guess, like Nick Fury or kind of what the deal is there. So I think it'll be interesting to see where they go with it.
Well, yeah, and we do know that, again, spoilers on the table for Endgame. And I'm only saying that because I don't know how I'm going to cut up this into news videos, too, so I'm going to keep bringing that up. With Endgame, we know that Sam got the shield now.
Right.
He's going to be the new Cap, but there's still... It's not Captain America and the Winter Soldier. It's the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, which I think I said wrong. Possibly at the beginning. I don't know if I said Captain America.
Oh, I didn't even notice. If you did, I don't know if I
did. But in the comics, obviously, Falcon becomes a version of Captain America eventually, which that's what's going on here. We know it's after Far From Home. We don't really know fully what's going on, but we do know that Baron Zemo is back. That is one piece of information we know from Civil War.
I thought he died.
No, remember he went to prison. He was put in the box.
Oh, you're right.
They put him in the Winter Soldier box.
For some reason, I thought Black Panther killed him. But
no, he chose not to.
That's right.
We also know that he's masked this time in his purple mask.
Okay.
I'm not even looking at the docket for this. I see your confused face.
Yeah,
I looked up. I looked up another article about this too to talk more about it because I realized I had not gone in depth enough on this.
Gotcha.
We use a podcast docket that we write up ahead of time just so we don't get too off topic.
Right. It's been failing horribly so far.
It has, yes. But we also know that the show is written by Malcolm Spellman, who worked on Empire. John Wick writer Derek Kolstad will be joining in on it. And it's going to be, obviously, Disney Plus, which we mentioned. A lot of other stuff we don't know yet. Baron Zemo is like the big thing that was revealed.
Okay.
Other than that, without getting too deep into opinion stuff, personally, I wish this was a little bit the other way around. I like the version better in the comics of Cap, where it's Bucky as Cap instead of Falcon as Cap. Sam's a good character. I like him. I personally am wondering if he was chosen to be Cap over Bucky so that they didn't relegate another black character to sidekick status. I don't know that. I'm not trying to understate his importance to the MCU.
No. It's a safe... I think it's a reasonable connection to make, though. Just because that's
what they did to War Machine. He kind of got... If you watch the original, like, Iron Man 1, 2, 3, Cheadle's War Machine is fantastic. He really got pushed down into black sidekick territory, though.
Yeah.
Like, a lot.
Yeah,
like really took the shadow of... And it's RDJ. I feel like anybody... Like, you could put another white actor next to him. They'd be in the shadow of RDJ.
Right.
But I get how that looks bad if you keep doing that. It looks insensitive. It looks kind of douchey, especially when you're trying to go in this direction of not ignoring white characters, obviously, but, like, of introducing more types of characters. Like, you have Black Panther... You have...
now Shang-Chi, as we mentioned.
Shang-Chi, yeah. And you also have... I know she's white, but the female-led Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
And now moving into the female-led Black Widow.
Right.
That you don't really want that look, especially after the whole Tilda Swinton thing. Tilda Swinton? I can't talk. She... I can't speak today. She was, she was the Ancient One. She was the white woman who was cast to play a typically Asian part.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Because the Ancient One was usually Asian.
Okay.
In pretty much every depiction of the Ancient One.
I didn't know that. Okay.
And that was a big controversy. That looked pretty bad for Marvel. So I don't know if that's the direction here. It's hard for me to say for sure that's it, because I also don't want to undercut his performance or say like that he's a token character at all.
Right.
I think, though, that this is a bit of a lose-lose in the sense where if they moved Bucky in, because there is more of a connection between Bucky and Cap.
Yes.
Through the whole trilogy, that is like a key component of the Cap trilogy. And he's in every movie of the Cap trilogy. Even one, which Falcon is not in. And he plays a big part in things like Infinity War. So it's like Bucky had a bigger part to play, I think, than Sam ever did, really. But I think it's a damned if you do, damned if you don't. If you move Bucky in as Cap, you, in a way, tokenize, Sam, and say, like, oh, you're still a sidekick, deal with it.
Right.
But if you move in Sam, it's rough because people like me are like, but I like the Bucky version better of Cap. And Bucky and Cap have a stronger narrative connection. Like, it wouldn't... If Bucky was black and Sam was white, and they were written the exact same way, where Bucky was black and had that connection to Cap, it would not make a difference. Like, that's not the point.
Right.
The point is, because of who those characters are, you're kind of backed into a corner here.
From what we saw on screen, there was definitely, especially like, they had known each other. From what I understand, they'd known each other for years before he was even Captain America.
When they were kids.
Right. So, I mean, that's obviously, you'd think it'd be, but...
You'd think he'd get the shield.
Right. But it can go either way with that, which I was fine with them going with that.
It, yeah.
It's more of just kind of like your own preference, I guess, at that point. But I'm fine with it. I like him being the Winter Soldier. And I think that they'll be a really good combo together. I think it'll be... We don't really have any other direction idea of where they're going to go except for Zemo, right?
Right.
So,
that's pretty much it. That's all I really know about it.
Okay.
Again, it's not at all that I'm not excited for it. I still want to see it.
Yeah.
I just think that the narrative connection would have been stronger if Bucky was the new Cap.
Gotcha.
But I'm still down for it. I don't know. It's a nitpick, I guess, because they're still both in the movie. The one explanation, I think, for it, other than what I said, which... It's, again, I don't want to say that is the sole reason, because I don't want to make anyone mad, mainly.
Right.
But the other obvious reason why they couldn't fully do that, maybe, is because Winter Soldier was a super terrorist. So I get them maybe thinking, like, maybe he shouldn't be the new Cap.
Because he
killed a lot of people.
Including Black Panther's dad?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he was also brainwashed. So it's like, if they were trying to go this narrative direction the whole time of like, well, yeah, he did that stuff, but he didn't really do it. Like what they kind of did in Civil War and Infinity War, and he's a good person, that shouldn't matter.
Right.
So I don't know. It's a real toss-up. I'm conflicted on it. I'll watch it either way. So who even cares what I think about that?
Yeah.
Including
I know I
me.
don't.
Including me.
Or you.
Because if I'm going to watch it anyway, who cares?
Yeah, keep your opinions to yourself.